almost this vehicle and checking the fault code that comes with it. So you can see P0237, which is stable charge under boost sensor circuit low, and is all these other faults are because I took the sockets out. But for the fuel rate pressure sensor, it was a fault itself, and I replaced the fuel pressure sensor. So you can see the fuel rate in it. So this is the faulty sensor, and I replaced the sensor, but now I'm still getting this fault as pending. And what I'll do now is I'll check the continuity of it, and after checking everything, I'll also check why it's behaving that way. So let me erase all the fault code. Even if I erase, it will not go, it will come up again anytime I open the key. So what I'll do now is I'll do my checks, my wiring check, and see. So after checking everything, the fuel pump pressure, the fuel rate pressure sensor has been changed because it was damaged, and now I'm checking the connection why I'm still getting the table under boost fault, and it's Identifix tell me it has two map sensors. So this is the second map sensor, and this is the first map sensor. So you can even swap the two map sensor. The only difference is this map sensor do not have temperature in it. The temperature, it has the temperature sensor in it, but the socket do not have the temperature wire in it. So it's ground, power, and the map signal, which is going to the control unit. So I checked my Identifix, and sorry for the glare, that's why I like to record most of my videos in the night. So you can see on pin 18, which goes straight to this map sensor 2. So pin 1 goes to map sensor 2, and it's a blue wire. So you can see this blue wire, when you come here and test it on this. So this pin, the last pin is 21, 20, 19, and 18, and I'm supposed to get a beep, a continuity test on it, which I'm not getting. So even if I probe it, you can see this blue wire. So even if I probe it at the back, I'm still not getting anything. So I now understand why I'm getting that fault code. So what I'll do is I have to trace the anything. I have to trace the wire to that point, or if I like, I'll fix everything back, then check the connection from this side and jump and see that the fault code is gone. Then I'll know what to do. If it's something I have to trace the wiring and see. So I think I'll do that one first, then from there I'll do any other works. So that's the only work left, because after the accident they did all the work and they left. They couldn't do that one, so the car wasn't driving properly. So I've changed the pressure sensor, and now I'm coming to work on the table under boost. So I'll check the map sensor too, which is the sensor for that, which allows the car to know the amount of air entering into the engine before the map sensor also calculate it and give it to the ECU to process it. So what I'll do now is I'll fix everything and place a battery on it and start the vehicle and jump the wire. So now I'll jump the wire instead of, and see if the fault code will go. Then I'll start doing my tracing. Then I'll know that I'm on the right track. So now that I've set everything up, I've checked. So what usually happens is whenever there is correct contact, that means there's whenever there is correct contact on it, you get 1.6 volts. I think 1.6 volts. So I'll check it on the scope, or even use the multimeter to check it. Now you can see the sensor is providing 1.5 to 1.3, which is almost 1.6 volts. So that means the sensor generates that volt to the control unit, and now it's not getting to the control unit. So what I'll do is, so you can see that same voltage on the scope, and it's around 1.4 only. So let me change the scope settings channel and reduce it to, let's say, 1 volt. So you can see the voltage now, 1.7, which is similar to 1.6. So what I'll do now is, so the multimeter takes the average of it. So what I'll do now is I'll join those wires together, but before that let me bring the scan tool here. So now I'll join this wire, which is from the control board, to this wire, and so I'll join these two wires together. Then I'll rescan, because it used to be at pending, so I'll rescan the system. So now let me see here, so it's the same 1.1 volt. So I'll rescan the system because I've jumped those wires. So I'll rescan the system again. I'll rescan the system and go back and reread the system and see if that fault code will go to even history or will move from pending. So let me erase. No, before I erase it, let me use the other side of, let me use the OEM software itself, and it doesn't have any data for it, so scan. So there. So let me turn the key off and turn it back on. Turn the key off and turn it back on. And yes. I'll quickly jump to then let me go to the engine, check the fault code in it. So erase. And clear the fault code. Read it again. Let me turn the key off and turn it back on. So now the key is on, and read the fault code again and see if it will appear, and it's still not showing. So what I'll do now is I'll start the vehicle and run it for a while. Let me check this running, and the map sensor is here. And there is the connection, and that's that which I've joined it. So now everything is running, and the check engine light is not coming on again, and there is no check engine light. And let me read the fault code again, and voila, everything is gone. This pending code is AMS voltage relay rationality, which is, so now there is no fault code again. Let me go to live data and see if I can get any data related to the map sensor too. And you not get any data here, you not get any data related to it, and now the vehicle is running perfectly. So I'll check the wiring connection and see where the break is, and we'll fix it and call it a fix. So let me search map sensor. So you can see this is the map sensor one, the one on top of the manifold itself. That's 0.1 volt, and the rest is working. So now let me turn it off. Now what I'll do is the moment of truth, to know that the problem is fixed. So I'll take one out, I'll take it off and turn on the ignition. Turn on the ignition and scan the vehicle for fourth code. Turn on the ignition. Wow, voila, now the fourth code is in because I took the pin out. So now my problem is fixed. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel for more video. So after digging in further, I found out that this socket, so you can see this is the socket going to the second MAF sensor. This is the socket going to the second MAF sensor. So I tried pulling the wire and I found out that it's torn. So you can see it being torn here, and this is the other wire. So what I'll do is I'll join it and call it a fix. As I jumped the wire, it was fixed. So I'll join it and call it a fix and try the vehicle. So now the wire is fixed perfectly. So we call it a fix and everything is okay now. So we go for try and call it a fix.